In the small village of Otaka, there lived a family of 3, Mr. Ali, his wife Fatima, and their son Ahmad. Like every other villager whose main occupation was farming, Ali and Fatima were very hard-working farmers. They planted and harvested different crops throughout the year, and they always made a good profit. It was the profit that Ali and his wife made that they used to take care of their son, Ahmad. Since Ahmad was their only child, his parents took good care of him and always gave him what he asked for. As Ahmad grew older, he would join his parents on the farm to help with planting, weeding, or harvesting the crops. Sometimes, he would take the harvested crops to the village markets to sell them. However, there was a problem. Ahmad did not like what his parents did, and he did not like farming because he had to remain in the sun for hours. So sometimes, after working on the farm for many days, Ahmad would intentionally refuse to follow his parents to the farm. One time, his parents were about to harvest and sell the mature onions on their farm, and they needed extra hands to help them work faster. So, they asked Ahmad to join them on the farm and help them, but he refused. "Mama, I have told you several times that I do not want to be a farmer like you," Ahmad said. "No one is asking you to be a farmer, Ahmad. We just need you to come and help us with the harvest," his mother said. "I won't. I have better things to do with my life than to come and stand for hours in that hot sun," Ahmad said. "Ahmad, you better stop whatever you think you are doing and follow us immediately," his mother said. But Ahmad refused to answer or even follow her, so she left without him. As time passed, Ali and Fatima finally understood that their son wanted nothing to do with farming, which was what almost everyone did in Otaka village, and this made them very worried. When Ahmad was 17 years old, his parents called him one evening and questioned him because they were really concerned about him and his future. "Ahmad, my son," his father called him. "For a while now, we have noticed that you do not want to farm and grow things like your mates are doing. What is your plan for your future?" His father said. "Plan for my future?" Ahmad asked in a confused tone. "Yes, tell us what you want to do. Do you want to start rearing goats and cows? Or do you want to become a meat seller?" His mother asked. "Me? Rear goats and cows? Ha! Never! I can never do such a thing," Ahmad said. When Ahmad said that, his parents looked at each other in shock because they had been thinking of opening a small business for him. "What then do you want to do? You know you did not go to school, so your chances of getting an office job or a job in the corporate world is really slim," his mother said. "Mama, I can't believe you and Papa asked if I want to rear goats and cows. Aren't you tired?" Ahmad answered. "Tired of what?" his father said in a confused tone. "Tired of being poor, Papa. Look at you and Mama. You both look older than your age because you work so hard and you stay in the sun almost every day," Ahmad said. "Ahmad, my son, one thing you should always know is that there is no easy path to success. If you really want to be successful in life, then you must work hard. The reason your mother and I look like this is because we have been working hard for many years to give you the life that you have now," his father said. Immediately his father said that, Ahmad burst into laughter. "Do you call this life, Papa? Is this life? Look around you. We live in a thatched house in a secluded village, and we depend on the stream for water. Children around here don't go to school because all they do is farm and rear animals. This is not life, Papa. This is suffering," Ahmad said. Ahmad, but our ancestors have been living like this for a long time, and we don't see a problem with it, his father said. Ah! Papa, everything is wrong with it. Have you been to the city recently to see the beautiful houses and cars those big men drive? They are the ones who are living the life, Ahmad said. Ahmad, we have warned you several times about comparing yourself with other people. We have told you that comparison brings discontentment, and right now you are telling us that you are not happy or satisfied with your life, his mother said. Mama, I'm not. I'm tired of living in this thatch house and undeveloped village. I'm tired of taking our harvested crops to the market or the roadside in the city to sell. I also want us to live there and enjoy a good life, Ahmad said. Ahmad, you have refused to farm or rear animals. How do you plan on making the kind of money that will help you rent a house in the city? His father asked. Don't worry, Papa. I am working on it. Very soon, we will leave the village and you will no longer have to farm, Ahmad said. I hope you don't do anything stupid. Success is not something that is rushed. It's something that you build slowly and steadily. Most of the people you claim live in big houses and drive fancy cars did not get there overnight. They worked very hard to get all the things that they have now, his father said. Leave that talk, Papa. Not everything is about hard work anymore. Sometimes you have to work smart. In this era, it's all about working smart and being wise, Ahmad said. So, what is your plan? Do you want to go to school or become an apprentice to someone? His mother asked. Mama, you are still thinking small. School is a waste of time, and I don't see myself ever becoming someone's apprentice, Ahmad bragged mildly. Ahmad! How many times did I call you? His mother asked. 3 times, Mama, Ahmad answered. It is better you become an apprentice and make your money in a noble way instead of doing something that you will regret in the future, his mother warned him. Mama, when did I say that I'll do something bad? This is why I don't like telling you guys anything, Ahmad yelled. Then he got up and walked out on his parents. Do you think we did a bad job in raising this boy? Fatima turned to Ali after Ahmad rudely walked out on them. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I hope he doesn't do anything illegal, because when someone refuses to work, go to school, or learn a skill, they end up doing something illegal to make money, Ahmad's father said. Talk to him. He is your son. Advise him too. Let all of your efforts in his life not go to waste, his wife said. While Fatima and Ali, Ahmad's parents, were worried that Ahmad might venture into something illegal because he refused to work, yet he had a high taste in material things, they had no idea that Ahmad had other plans that were far worse than they imagined. Ahmad had been seeing some boys in the city, young boys who were his age mates. These boys were oddly wealthy. They drove in expensive, fancy cars, owned houses, carried the latest phones, and spent money lavishly every time they went to a party, club, or a hangout amongst themselves. Ahmad saw this lifestyle and wanted it at all costs. He had learned from the boys that it wasn't hard work, but smart work that gave them their wealth, and Ahmad badly wanted to be like them. While Ahmad had been seeing these boys, his parents had no idea. They believed that whenever they left for the farm, Ahmad would either spend the whole day in the house or go out to visit some of his friends. They had no idea that Ahmad had been traveling to the city almost every day just so he could hang out with those boys. After 2 months of constantly hanging out with the wealthy boys, Ahmad begged them to introduce him to their source of wealth. He was tired of depending on the boys for little things like transport fare, food, new clothes, and other things the boys did for him, so he wanted to start making his own money. Ahmad knew that the boys were not into any kind of business and that their parents were not rich. He also knew that their source of wealth was not clean, but he was willing to join them. He badly wanted to buy new cars and houses and, most importantly, move his parents to the city. "Are you sure you will be willing to do what we do?" one of the boys asked Ahmad when he told them he wanted to become wealthy like them. "Yes, I swear. I can do anything. Just show me the way, boss, I beg. I'm tired of the kind of life I'm living," Ahmad said. "Again, I'm asking you, are you sure you will have the heart to do the kind of things we do?" the same boy asked. "Trust me, I will. I also want to enjoy the fine things of life without working so hard," Ahmad said. "All right, there's no problem. Come back and meet us by 8 p.m. tonight. We will take you somewhere," one of the boys said. "Okay, I will," Ahmad said. Even though Ahmad knew that it was almost impossible for him to be in the city by 8 p.m. that night, he devised a way to lie to his parents. That afternoon, after Ahmad spoke to the boys, he rushed back to Otaka village to see his parents. Since his parents were still on their farm, Ahmad went straight to the farm to lie to them. "Mama, Papa, I have good news," Ahmad said excitedly. "What is the good news?" his parents asked. "Okay, there is a job I applied for some days ago. One of my friends helped me submit my application in the city, and just this afternoon, he called to tell me I have been shortlisted for an interview tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. Ahmad lied. "What kind of job is it?" his father asked suspiciously. Ahmad stuttered. "Leave him. He has not even started the job and you are asking him about it," his mother cut in. "So, what will you do now? You can't go to the city tomorrow morning. You have to leave today," his mother said in a concerned voice. "Yes, that's why I came to inform you and Papa so you can advise me," Ahmad lied. "You know what? Go and start preparing. Then check under my pillow. You will see 5,000 naira there. Take everything. That should take you to the city and bring you back tomorrow," his mother said. "Thank you very much, Mama. I will call my friend and let him know that I am coming," Ahmad said, and then he took off immediately. "You should have at least asked him where he was going for the interview. The city is a big place, and if something bad happens, we won't even know where to go," Ahmad's father said. "Don't worry, nothing bad will happen to our son. God will protect him and bring him back safely. I'm just happy that he is finally going to do something," his mother said. "I know, it's such a relief too. At least, when he is busy with work, he will not have the time to think of something illegal," his father said. As soon as Ahmad reached their compound, he entered his mother's hut, went straight to her mat and took the 5,000 naira from under her pillow as she had instructed. Then he went to his hut and changed his clothes before leaving for the city. Since the city was about a 3-hour drive from his village, Ahmad arrived there before 8 p.m. Then he went straight to their usual hangout spot and waited for the boys. Precisely at 8 p.m., 3 boys arrived and Ahmad followed them into their car. After what seemed like an hour's drive, the car arrived at an undeveloped environment with a few houses in sight. "Follow us," one of the boys instructed, and Ahmad followed them without asking any questions. Upon entering the house, which looked pretty normal on the outside, Ahmad was shocked to see the things that were inside. There were human skulls hanging from the ceiling, a small calabash filled with human blood, a pile of bones Ahmad could swear were from people's bodies, and some other things that made his heart skip. "Good evening, Baba. This is the boy we told you about," one of the boys said to an old man who was sitting in the center of a candle circle. "Did you tell him what he needs to know?" the old man asked without opening his eyes. "Yes, we did. He is ready, Baba," one of the boys said. Even though Ahmad was a bit scared of the room and the creepy old man, he was happy that he would finally become wealthy like his friends. Little did he know that he was about to make the greatest mistake of his life, and the consequences of his decision would ruin his life forever. Watch out for part 2. Did you enjoy this story? Tell us your favorite parts in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do not forget to follow our channel on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.